Hello, hello, and welcome to Great Reviews at All. So today I am just finished watching actually Sisters on BT. This is season 7, episode 21. It looks like it says penultimate is the name of this. This episode, it says Jordan and Fatima engage in ugly battles with Gary on Andy's behalf. Zach and Aaron bond over baby furniture. Karen and Pam make peace. Danny has a therapy session hoping to figure out her love life. Okay, so let's start with Jordan and Fatima, Gary, Andy. The biggest, honestly, I mean, it really was pretty much them just trying to get Andy to basically trying to speak up for her because they can tell that something is not right. Okay. Jordan didn't get anything out of Andy, so he left. He went to confront Gary at his job, which didn't get him anywhere. Okay. So Fatima, she does the same thing. And I'm just like, okay, Fatima, you keep rolling up on Gary, giving threats and whatnot, but you're not doing anything. And so in the end, she gets into a little tug with Gary's, I guess his security guard, and he snatches her bag and then pushes her down and throws her bag at her. And I'm like, Fatima, come on now, you were bad. So I expected a lot more out of you, ma'am, if you was going to be doing all that. I was thinking that she was finna get in contact with her auntie and have her aunt pretty much help her out with this situation. But obviously, that's not what happened. So I'm already like, okay, great, Fatima. You know that when Zach finds out about this is not going to go well. You already know that. Okay, now. So that didn't go anywhere. Now with Karen and Pam, I guess that was kind of like, okay, I thought oh boy was trying to be on some creep stuff. Still is very weird that you were so into Karen, and then when she turned you down, now all of a sudden you kicking it with Pam. Something is still very weird about that. So we're gonna keep an eye out for that and see what happens with this situation, because this boy is around for a reason. We're gonna see. Now, nothing big other than him basically realizing that he really wants to be with Pam instead of just being friends and whatever. So okay, fine, moving on. Now we have the guys were pretty much just going through it with this episode. I'm talking about Ridge. I'm talking about is it Troy? I don't even remember all their names. Jordan, all of them, they were pretty much just going through it on this episode with their ladies. This dude, Rich, like, you have the nerve. He popped up, wanted to say, oh, hey, and just so happened that the guy he was there to, just kind of bring her some flowers, words of encouragement, let her know that everything's a go on his end. That's all he was pretty much doing. And so here comes Rich popping up that morning, and he's like flipping out. And I'm like, dude, you all of a sudden now you realizing that you possibly gonna lose Sabrina, and now you want to try to get yourself together. It took for him to have a conversation with his guy friends, for him to figure out, okay, look, if I don't want to lose this girl, I really do. And in the end, he bum rushes before she even gets to the procedure part, because she was getting ready to get started. And now you done bum rushed into this place talking about the only person that's going to be giving her any sperm is going to be him. Well, sir, I beg to differ that you're going to have to give her anything, because I still feel like Sabrina's pregnant already. Just saying. So the doctor haven't said anything. I would assume that they would give her a pregnancy test before they do anything, with the lab work and everything. So I would assume that is possibly coming. But we're going to see. But yeah, you're just going to bum rush in there, and you having an attitude with her, and just you doing the most. She's been very vocal about her expectation of what she wants moving forward in their relationship, or just in her life. Not if you said you didn't want to do it. So she said, okay, I'm not going to wait on you. I'm getting older. I need to figure out what I want to do. So she did. And now he's all of a sudden having his mind is all over the place. He's changing. You want to do it, you don't. We're going to see what happens with that. Troy is pretty much still very, very much saying, I want to be with Danny. I love Danny. I do not want to be with my ex-wife. My ex-wife, she did this. She's basically, she done sent a picture, to my phone. Danny saw it, and it's just the whole situation. I'm possibly gonna lose her. And it's like, well, Troy, you can't act like Danny wasn't correct. She was. It's a lot of conversations that need to happen, and I think he just got frustrated and he dipped out. But you need to go and apologize to Danny, and y'all need to sit down and talk, and y'all need to work it out. Now, back over to where what happened was all the ladies, they met up with Sabrina at the doctor's office. She's getting ready to do the procedure. So they all met up. Now they're sitting and talking, and Maurice, he gets to talking about Miss Marie Willis, or what, I think it's Willis or Wallace, whatever. But he gets to asking questions about her, and Andy's like, I can't talk about my cases. And he's like, well, I'm gonna Google and see who her husband is, who her current husband is. And she looks up and pulls up a picture of this dude, and Maurice is like, I know who this is. And he's like, now on here this says this is his name. I said, but I know him as this, and he's been following me on my page, his extracurricular page for months. And I'm like, bam, that's what she needed. That's exactly what Andy needed. See, a little talky. You didn't go into too much detail about your case, about the personal stuff with Miss Marie Willis, boo, and you just found some information that's going to help you with this case. Bam. So I don't know if I want to say excited, but I'm interested to see what Andy is going to do with that information. She better pull through. I think this is going to be the key to really, really get that case won. And I think Andy's going to reap the benefits. Now, other than that, that was all I pretty much really, stuck with me as far as this episode goes. I know that the clips at the end that we saw, it looked like Preston, or is that his name? Preston? Whatever. I think that's his name. Anyway, but it looks like he's going to get a hold of the phone from Jasmine, and he's going to see what he did not know was going on behind his back. Now, I was like, oh, not you crying in the car, boo. But we know that he has a lot, and it ain't Preston. I forget his freaking name. Ooh, it's not coming. Hayden. Sorry, y'all, it's Hayden. Hayden gets Jasmine's phone, and he gets to see what's on it. And we get a clip of him crying in the freaking car. He's angry. And I'm like, ooh, we know Hayden got a lot of personal background information, dirty dealing information on Gary. And baby, I feel like Hayden is probably going to be a crucial part to taking Gary down, because he's going to be so mad at him betraying him. Yes. But yeah, so that is my thoughts on the most recent episode of the TV series Sistas on BET. Let me know what you thought. Hit the like button, subscribe button, and yeah, I will be back with more videos. Thank you guys for watching. Have a beautiful, wonderful day. Bye.